Hi guys and welcome to Whiskey Geek. My name is Ben, I'm the geek, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Lagavulin 16. Now this is one of my favourites. It's a little bit special to me as this is kind of where I began to find Islay and really fall in love. Lagavulin's also become kind of my go-to special occasion or celebration whiskey. It's just a character, a flavour profile that I really enjoy. So Lagavulin is one of the 3 distilleries down on the southern coast of Islay, down here, nestled in between Ardbeg and Laphroaig. There's records of at least 10 different illicit distilleries on the Lagavulin site predating 1816, where 2 official distilleries were built and they eventually merged to become Lagavulin as we now know it. There were some disputes between Lagavulin and their neighbour Laphroaig, as the guy who was running Lagavulin was also the guy who was leasing the land for Laphroaig, and he was supposedly trying to copy Laphroaig's distinct style, but he was really struggling because of the different water source and different peat. Now whatever was going on, I'm grateful that Lagavulin have settled into their own excellent character, owed partially to their slow distillation and their pear-shaped stills. So the 16-year-old is Lagavulin's core expression, and that's fairly ballsy to have such an investment going into your core product. It's quite a nice little quote here on the bottle. Time, say the islanders, takes out the fire but leaves in the warmth. And this is bottled at 43% and aged for a minimum of 16 years in unspecified oak. It's quite a nice deep gold colour, about a shade 13, Old Madeira. Let's see what aromas we get. So on the nose you get a thick, earthy iodine peat, kind of mossy, seaweed, salty. There's a damp wood, it's altogether quite coastal, but it's all underpinned by this sweetness. It's a vanilla, fruity. It's hard to pin down, but it's there, it's present throughout. There's a herbal tone and like a roast coffee bean, but it's absolutely that welcoming, homely, earthy peat that sits at the forefront. So now the palate. So that rounded earthy peat kicks off. You've still got plenty of the seaweed, medicinal tones, a bit tarry and salty still, but there's still that lovely vanilla sweetness kind of lingering through everything. That kind of coastal seaweed, salty, it's a bit umami, a bit savoury. And again there's that oaky, a little bit bitter, damp tone. It's creamy and there's like a moment of red berries, like cranberries or something that just flits through. A lovely wave of cracked black pepper builds, and that's what pushes through onto the finish. A bit of cinnamon, it's all bringing a nice heat to it. And that woody and salty tone linger on nicely. That herbal note is really distinct. It's something that I feel I should be able to place. It's kind of like star anise, but it's not. It's tough to place, but really pleasant. So I've given the 16-year-old a rating of 87 out of 100. At this price point for an Islay lover, it's really hard to beat. It's rich and complex, smooth, but it's still got plenty of punch to it. Loads to explore. Classic malt. Now this is one of those whiskies that I think is always worth having to hand. Now, as this bottle's almost empty, my sister did me a solid and bought me a second one for my birthday, so I'm covered for a while. Now whilst I'm excited to visit all of the distilleries on Islay, I've got a little bit of extra excitement for Lagavulin, and I'm struggling to pick which tour I'll go on, so I may try and convince Joe that we hang around for a little while and maybe do a couple. We'll see. Cheers for watching guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please chuck a comment and a like below, it really helps, and consider subscribing for more whiskey reviews and general whiskey antics. Cheers!